What are some simple ways to purify the body? Well, today I will discuss 5 simple ways to purify the body. First and most notably, consider fasting. Simply put, fasting allows the body to get rid of things that it normally wouldn't get rid of very efficiently. And the reason for this is quite simple. The body tends to operate on an order of precedent level, meaning it will deal with the things that it absolutely has to deal with in order to keep you alive first, such as breathing. In the case of fasting, most people have food in their digestive tract for between 48 and 72 hours after they've eaten it. So the fact of the matter is, once you eat something, if you continue to eat something every day, the fact of the matter is your body is continually having to process food and never gets a break from that. Now, this is important because this keeps your blood glucose levels up and gives you sustenance and all of the vitamins and minerals and other things your body needs to operate. However, this does result in an interesting situation where things that fall farther down that order of precedence level involving digestion and, most importantly, elimination never get dealt with. Now, long-term fasting is a whole other issue, and I'm talking about fasts that are in excess of 72 to 96 hours. But most people find a short duration fast of 48 to 72 hours to be highly beneficial. And modern science is beginning to show that conducting this kind of a fast once a quarter has tremendous improvements in the blood work of people who choose to do this. So if you're looking to clean your body out, I would suggest a short duration fast of 48 to 72 hours. Next, we can discuss methods of esoteric hygiene. Esoteric hygiene largely deals with the astral and subtle energies and their accumulation in the body. Much like eating too much food can make us fat, dealing with dirty energy over a long period of time gets sticky and is hard to get rid of. A simple practice for doing this is to pour a few drops of hyssop oil, that is an essential oil, into a warm bath. Recite a short prayer involving purification. Psalms comes to mind if you're Christian, and there are a variety of prayers of this kind if you're Buddhist, Muslim, or Jewish. So pour 5 or 6 drops of hyssop essential oil into a warm bath, recite a prayer of purification or for cleanliness, and then take a bath. Hyssop oil in particular has a long tradition in esoteric circles of providing a kind of energetic cleansing of the body. Now, this is not something that needs to be done with great frequency. In fact, I would only do this in the event you feel your energy is somehow dirty or gunky. And you can judge this based off your day-to-day activities. But I would say once a month or again once a quarter, it's really not a bad idea. It's very inexpensive to do, and most people come out of the bath feeling quite refreshed. 3. Sweating. Sweating has a powerful detoxification effect upon the body. Now, this is particularly noticeable if you come from a colder climate and you spend much of the year in an environment where sweating doesn't happen. The simple fact of the matter is your sweat eliminates all kinds of heavy metals and other chemicals and materials from your body, so it's something you need to do with great frequency. There have been many studies that have shown frequent use of saunas has a tendency to extend life and reduce all-rate mortality. So these are good reasons to sweat on a regular basis. If you don't have access to a sauna, an easy way to sweat is simply to cover yourself up in several layers of clothing, hat, clothes, pants, sweatpants, sweater, whatever, and then drink a hot liquid, and then wait. If you can sweat heavily for 30 minutes a couple times a week, I found it has a remarkably therapeutic effect upon the body. I've also noticed that when I don't do this, I tend to be a little sluggish. So again, consider sweating as a way to help purify the body. Next, we have the practice of breathwork. Breathwork, or pranayama as it is referred to in some circles, has a long and storied tradition of purifying the body and the mind. It increases your pulse rate, it increases the rate of circulation, it does a lot of things that are very healthy for you, and it tends to give people more energy throughout their day. So the practice of breath work can have an extremely potent purification effect upon the body. As a practitioner of the Franz Barden School of Hermetics, breath work is an integral part of what we do. However, many schools, particularly ritual magic schools, do not have much in the way of this. For this reason, I would strongly advise most practitioners to engage in some form of pranayama or breath control with a particular emphasis upon breath retention work. If you're interested in esoteric healing, I can highly advise the school of the Buddhist Diamond Palm, which is run by Lin Hai at sacredjourneys.org. It is by far the best school of esoteric healing I have found yet on any continent. That said, if this is not one of your interests, I would strongly advise looking into a classical form of pranayama. Additionally, Wim Hof method tends to be very popular with people, and I have not seen anybody hurt by it. The only warnings I can give you about learning pranayama is that it is a very potent way of engaging the energy of the body, and injuries are not uncommon. So, if you are looking for this kind of training, make sure you find a teacher that has a good track record of not injuring anybody. Finally, our fifth item, we have the avoidance of intoxicants. Like many people, I enjoy coffee. What I've found is that if I drink coffee every day for more than a couple of weeks, I tend to get headaches and feel a little run down when I don't have it. Other habits, such as smoking cigarettes or engaging in the use of illegal narcotics, also add to the chemical load of the body. So, if you're feeling sluggish and you have any bad habits, simply avoid exposure to those for a while. The simple fact of the matter is anything that you introduce to the body, be it via the lungs through smoking, through drinking, or through eating, creates a chemical load that the body then has to process. This is as true for organic produce as it is for chicken breast, as it is for vitamin tablets. Simply put, giving the body a chance to eliminate some of this chemical load periodically is very helpful. And additionally, if you have a legitimately bad habit, it's probably holding back your esoteric practice as well. So here again, I would encourage someone to simply stop doing those things for a few days and see if they feel better, energetically speaking. So at the end of the day, we've listed 5 simple things anybody can do. You can do a short-term fast. You can make sure you sweat on a regular basis. You can have an hyssop oil bath. You can engage in pranayama, and you can avoid exposure to intoxicants. For what it's worth, these 5 things are staples in most esoteric practices and frequently used in various meditative orders. So if you're looking to clean yourself out energetically, take a close look at engaging in those 5 things. Be well.